Hi! Welcome to another vlog of I don't know how many days. It's Friday the 1st of Feb and I thought I'd just start vlogging, and I'm outside. It's scary. So I'm dropped the kids to school. No kids, look, no kids, no noise. It's lovely and quiet. And now I'm just waiting to go to the library, waiting for it to open. I've got to take some books back and pick up some reserved books and that sort of stuff. And yeah, I'm just going to sit here and read my 1st of February book. This is Margaret the First. This is for the short book challenge, but yeah, this was on my TBR. It's been on there for a while, on my want to read shelf, sorry. It's been on there for a while. So yeah, I can't wait to read this. And yeah, I'm just going to sit in this beautiful park and have a read before the library opens. It's nice chatting to you again. Okay, I'll talk to you when something exciting happens. Bye. It's a busy day today. I just made, oh, I need to sit down to tell you the story. Hang on. I just made a book friend in real life. She's a person that I sat across from. And we talked about books for 2 hours. And we went to a bookshop together and it was so lovely. I connected with her through our favourite podcast, Chat 10 Looks 3. It's an Australian podcast and there's a Facebook group for it. And I just typed in there like a total loser that I'd moved to this town and does anybody else live here? Because I want to make some friends that talk about books with. And she replied and now I've made a friend. She loves reading as much as I do. She's just moved here too. It's just perfect. So actually sat across the table from someone, not that you guys aren't real, but you know what I mean. We're going to meet up again. I got her phone number. The date went well. This is what happens when you're married in your 40s. Oh, I'm not in my 40s. When you're married in your late 30s, you have to have blind dates with other people that like books. I had a great morning. We drank tea, we ate cake, we talked books. That to me is wonderful. So now I have an appointment, so I'm rushing home to get changed to go to the appointment. Then I have to pick up kids and then we're going to have a beer. I wanted to read more of my book, but I wanted to finish that today, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Anyway, we will see whether I have too many beers or not. Righto, I gotta go. Talk soon. It's Saturday morning. It's a rainy day here, which is very surprising in this town. You put muesli in it and stir it around. He's hungry. Yeah, it's raining, but before the rain set in, we got up and went to the markets and got some lovely food, some fresh made pasta and barramundi and yeah, yummy things. So we're just going to hang out for the day and get a lot of inside jobs done and read. That's what I plan to do all day. I have started the day by finishing Margaret the First. This is a tiny one. This is good. This opened up a whole new person to me. This might be I might be the only person in the world who knows nothing about Margaret Cavendish. But this is the first time I've ever read anything concerning her. I didn't know about her. I've never heard about her. She existed in the sort of the 1600s. I think she died in 1670 something. I just read it and I can't remember. She died in 1673. So this is a fast-paced look at her life. The thing that was amazing about her was that she was a published author and she wrote books that were published in her name, not a pseudonym or anonymously, which I found interesting. Is that interesting? Somebody help me out with why that would be. It's a 3-star book for me, but that's simply because I would have liked to have known more, and I can't expect that from such a tiny book, I guess. I would have liked to have dwelled more on her writing process and how she came to wanting to write a book and what was actually in those books and where she got those ideas from. There was a little bit of focus on that, but I think a vast proportion of the book was towards the end of her life when she became famous in society, and it was all about she wore outrageous clothes. And there's this great quote. Where is it? I wrote it down. She said, "I would rather appear worse in singularity than better in the mode." I don't know if she actually ever said that, but I thought that was a very cool quote. I liked that. Me too. Luckily, the author at the end of the book recommended 2 great works about Margaret Cavendish, and I will read them because I'm intrigued by this chick. I want to know more about her. She had a very progressive marriage as well. Her husband was really supportive of her work, which is very cool. So yeah, his name was William Cavendish. I don't know. He had something to do with the kings. I don't know. He was related somehow. I have all of these questions. Look at this. See all those question marks? This is in my reading journal. It's like, what the hell? I have no idea. This is just a part. The 1600s I don't know anything about. So perhaps if you have existing Margaret Cavendish knowledge, then you'll like this a lot more because you will know the bits that she's skimming over and you won't want to stop there as much. But for me, yeah, I just probably should have read this after I actually knew who this person was. It's not an introductory work, I wouldn't say. Though if you want to get an idea of her life from start to finish in 160 pages, then pick this guy up. It was interesting to read. It was well written. Obviously, it's a novel, but it was not bogged down in language. It was really good. Yeah. So 3 stars. The first one down, I read the smallest book. It's a bit of a cheat, really. Now I'm going to pick up The Atomic Weight of Love. So I want to read about birds. So there's not going to be much action here today because it's really wet outside. So yeah, I'll just check in when I've read some more of this and if I have anything exciting to show you. Okay, talk soon. Oh, I'm rocking the mum bun. Just finished cleaning my house and I've just started The Atomic Weight of Love. I want to get to where my bookmark is today. I've got to like bust through these 14 books. I've got to make plans of how much to read each day, a la Doris at Aldi Book style. I love how she does all of her calculations, and I need to get into that. But I figure if I read half of this today, I also want to read some of Truman Capote, this In Cold Blood, today. So that's where I'm up to. I'd like to get a bit further in that because I'm intrigued. It's really cool. So the boys have just gone out to do a few little jobs and I'm going to crash down and get started on this beautiful book. Okay. Hi, I'm going for a little walk. I've started The Atomic Weight of Love. I am 45 pages in. And it's a 300+ page book, and I already think that the guy that she's marrying is a dick. So it's going to be a long video of reading about how badly he's treating her. He's an older professor and she was a student, and he intrigued her, as that always happens. And they kind of had a meeting of the minds situation. I don't like it. I don't like him. I don't like the way he treats her. It's going to be a long read. I'm walking on the main road now. I'm feeling very self-conscious. Time to go. I've forgot to tell you about a little book haul I had. I found a new used bookstore where we live, so I raided it. I got 5 Thomas Hardys. So excited! I've only read one and I've been collecting these Thomas Hardy because I want to read them all. I really love his writing, and these were all there for $1 each. I mean, they're not the best editions, but so exciting. Look at those. I got this copy. I like these, what is it? Oxford World Classics editions. I don't know why. I just think they look nice on the spine. So yeah, I got Sense and Sensibility. I got 2 Australian ones. So I got The Book Thief. I've never read it, and I just read The Messenger by Marcus Zusak, and I really liked it. So this is the really popular one, so I figured that would be cool. So I got that. And then I got a Patrick White book. He's a classic Australian author. I don't know when he was around. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it'll tell me here. It says The Hanging Garden was begun and put aside in 1981 when White was lured away to write once again for the theatre. The unfinished novel was found among his papers after his death in September 1990. So I wonder if somebody's finished it, or I wonder if it just ends. It's about 2 kids who are brought to Sydney to escape World War II. So, and then they form this bond because they're on the other side of the world from their families. So that sounds pretty cool. So I got that. I got an Iris Murdoch book because I need to read some Iris Murdoch. That's really all. It was $1. Anybody read this? Anybody have anything to say about Iris Murdoch? Let me know. And then I got Americana because I'm halfway through, what am I halfway through? What's it called? Hang on. I'm halfway through Half of a Yellow Sun. And I really enjoy her writing, so I picked this one up. I got a John Boyne book because I love John Boyne's writing and I need to read more and just see whether it's all as fabulous as the 3 that I've read. Renee, you want to read it with me? I don't know about the gun on the front. What's this about? Something to do with a person obsessed with Buffalo Bill and they start a stage show, a Buffalo Bill stage show. Tragedy strikes. I don't know. I like his writing, so I will try anything that John Boyne has written for sure. And the last one I got is The 13th Tale by Diane Setterfield because so many people have raved about it, but just recently I watched Ange at Beyond the Pages. I watched her vlog and she just finished it and liked it. So there you go. That's my little haul. I did good, huh? I got all these. Plus all those Hardy books. I'm just collecting. I still don't have a bookcase. I'll show you my bookcase for those who haven't seen it. That's my fancy bookcase. So since we have moved out of our house, I have collected 4 boxes of books. Yep, I've really done that. And I've got 2 big boxes of books sitting in a container somewhere. Yep, I've really done that. Makes me happy. Sparks joy for me. All of you Marie Kondos out there, I see you. Okay, I need to cook dinner. I'll talk to you and give you an update of how much I've read. I'm definitely not going to read as much as I wanted to today, but that's how it works, I suppose. But I'll let you know once I get dinner sorted. Okay. I'm just doing an ice cream run. It just felt like ice cream, so we're really excited that we can do ice cream runs because we live in town now. We live close to where there's ice cream, more precisely Baskin Robbins. Delicious. Okay, I gotta go. Good morning. It's Sunday morning and we're gearing up for Sunday sport activities. I am making an early lunch. We're gonna have some butter chicken and yeah, Just hang out for the day. Don't know how much reading's going to get done. Oh, here's I've got my book in front of me. I'm still on this. I'm at 190. It is predictable. And despite the gorgeous cover and my excitement, it's not about birds. It's about a woman in a shitty marriage. That's kind of it. It's not enough for me to bail, but I don't think it's going to excite the pants off me. It hasn't so far, so I don't want to do a spoiler, but what do all women do who are in shitty marriages with men who don't show them any affection? I think you can guess. And that's where I'm at. Boring. So yeah, that's where we're at. I'm going to try and read some more of this before we go. My hope would be to finish it today, but we will see how the day unfolds. But I thought I'd just update you and yeah, let you know where I'm at with my reading this Sunday morning. Okay, I'll talk to you later on. Bye. I have left my bed today, I promise. We just got back from football stuff. It's late in the afternoon. The boys are going to the skate park. I'm checking in because I just finished this book. It was crap. No, that's not true. It was disappointing. It was so disappointing. So the cover, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but the cover would suggest that this is about birds, or it has a lot to do with birds, right? And each chapter, let me give you an example, is a different bird. Right? So you're thinking, this is a bird book. But you couldn't be more wrong. This is a book about a woman who blames her husband for losing her independence. And she's right to blame him. He was an ass. He was horrible. But it's just really about her complaining. And I can sympathise with this situation. It was in the, I don't know, what was it, in the 40s, 50s, 60s, 40s. I understand it was hard. But the way this was written, it just felt like one big complaint to me. So she's upset about losing her freedom. She, spoiler alert, has an affair, which was of course going to happen from the minute that she had an unhappy marriage. She was of course going to have an affair. She was going to leave him, but then he gets sick. Her husband gets sick. She was going to go off with the affair guy and study more and pursue her passion for birds, which she gave up. But then her husband gets sick, and so she stays with him. And then he dies, and she stays in the same spot, in the same town that she hated, in the same house. And then she starts this foundation to help young women achieve their potential. And that really annoyed me because I just thought, but you didn't. You complained. You allowed it to happen to you. And yet you're going to teach people how to not have it happen to them when you haven't even walked that road yourself. I mean, her husband was an ass, and he did. He asked her to do these things, but he never forced her. He was never violent. He was never abusive. She just went along with it, and she had an out, and she didn't take it. And now she's going to teach young girls how to be independent and free. Ugh. Can you tell I'm really, really, really annoyed by this book? But anyway, it's done now. I didn't like it. It's a 2-star book for me. So anyway, this is done. This was for my beautiful cover, which was completely misleading, but it was pretty. So that's the challenge 2 of VaLITines, all done. So it's Sunday afternoon. I'm about to have to do dinner and all that sort of thing. But I think for the rest of the afternoon, I'm just going to read the second part of In Cold Blood. And yeah, hang out with my sister on Voxer and do that. And then I'll pick up a new book tomorrow. So I'm going to sign off this vlog because it's going to be really long already because I talk too much. Thanks for watching my first vlog of February. It was fun. Maybe you read The Atomic Weight of Love and loved it. Maybe you have info about Margaret Cavendish that I need to know, because I absolutely need to know more about that woman after I read Margaret the First. Anyway, it's been nice chatting to you. I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye.